such an incredible story. Sam, we'll start with you. You were working as a midwife when you found out you had ovarian cancer. How did you find out, and how did that change your journey to have a baby?
Yeah, that's a really interesting question because I was actually at my workplace when I found out. I was in surgery for a really, really long time, and I was actually brought back to the ward I work in. And, I thought I was just having a cyst drained, and little did I know that my abdomen was full of cancer. And so my colleague who was a gynaecologist, my boss, they broke the news to me and told me that I had cancer. So it was really, really traumatic and distressing. But, that's how I found out. And I was 27. And at that time, having children really wasn't on my radar. I was in the battle of my life, basically. So, I didn't really think about children until a little bit later down the track. Yeah.
Well, you're very brave in speaking to us now, and we really appreciate it. That led to a long road of you and your partner trying to get pregnant. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So I did pull through, which was fantastic, and then my oncologist was really keen for me then to follow my dream to become a mum. So initially my sister Rachel donated eggs because I still had a womb. The thought was that maybe I could still have a pregnancy. So Rachel donated eggs, and unfortunately those embryos didn't stick. I also had a friend donate some embryos. And they didn't stick either. Ben and I relocated to Barcelona for 6 months to go to a fertility treatment facility, and unfortunately that didn't work either for us, so we returned back from there devastated, thinking that we were never going to be able to have a baby.
And that's when your incredible sisters stepped up to the plate. Nikita, how did you help Sam and Ben?
Other than, the many years of support and love that I guess we given to Sam and Ben, I stood up and offered to donate my eggs to them just because I knew, the process they'd been through, what had and hadn't worked before, and, given we knew that Rachel was willing to be a surrogate, it just kind of made sense. It was naturally that I would be the egg donor, Rachel would be the surrogate, and we kind of divide and conquer and create a baby for them.
Yeah, it is. It's a beautiful story of love and family. Rachel, you carried your sister's baby, like you mentioned there. Was it a tough decision to make?
Yeah. It wasn't a tough decision to make. I knew it was going to be a difficult thing to do.
Yeah.
It's never, having a baby of your own is challenging enough, but, knowing that I was going to have a baby for Sam and I was going to sort of look after the baby and have to hand it over, I knew it wasn't going to be easy. It didn't matter how much research I'd done or how mentally prepared I thought that I was going to be. But it wasn't, I never sort of hesitated to offer to her to do that. It was something that I always had wanted to do since I found out that she couldn't have her own kids, and since her IVF journey has been failing. So
yeah,
and I was just really happy that Nikita was involved as well, because it was sort of, I don't know, the three of us sort of had a role to play, and it was really good having all of us involved and being able to support each other.
So when that moment when beautiful Starla, who we see there, was born, what was that moment like for all of you?
Yeah.
Were you all there?
We were all there. We were all there, along with a lot of other people. There was a big crowd full of people. Lots of people wanted to be involved.
Standing room only. So. It's in this best stage of my life. Amazing.
We had all these plans about how things were going to happen, and who was going to hand the baby where and what was going to happen. But in the actual moment of things, the plans sort of went out the window, and it was just this, everything just went naturally. Who delivered the baby, where Starla went, where we all stood. It was just an amazing moment. Like, it was so empowering to.
I'm thinking about it now. It's just bringing tears to my eyes. It's just really lovely. Yeah, every day.
And a real sense of achievement as well, because we all had you know, our roles to play, as Rachel was saying, and just to finally see a baby at the end of this. It's no longer an egg, it's no longer an embryo, it's no longer this hypothetical, it's a human. And yeah, it was just a real, really special moment. Yeah.
It really is. It's beautiful. Does Starla have a favourite auntie?
Depends what day of the week it is. Great comes and goes.
Great question. Hey Sam, you're now an advocate for stem cell research. Tell us why that's important to you and about your campaign.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's right. I'm a very proud ambassador of stem cell research, and as a healthcare professional, I've been really passionate about cord blood banking and the benefits of that. Storing Starla's cord blood, given my health history, was a no-brainer for my husband Ben and I, and we banked Starla's blood without any hesitation whatsoever. I mean, the decision to store your baby's cord blood is a very important one, and you've only got one opportunity to do that, and that's when the baby's born from their cord blood. And given what's happening around the world with the COVID-19, we're really glad that we've banked her blood and banked it with Cell Care, as it's a little insurance policy that I really hope that I never have to use, but it's there.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, look, what a beautiful story. Sam, Nikita, Rachel, and beautiful Starla, thank you so much for joining us and for sharing your pretty magical story with all of us.
Thank you.
Thank
No
you.
worries. Okay.
Thank you guys. Look after each other. Bye bye, Starla.
Say bye.
Bye.
Say bye.